Yeah, we made it. Yay. Okay, so yeah, we are on top of Flanky's base on working stiff tools in the Greenland. Not too far away from home. Um, well, a distance, but honestly not that far. My base is up here next to Trader. And basically, we went past the bedrock mine that I've got, kind of show you guys what that looked like. And we noted that there was a bunker over here, a massive one. So um, yeah, we've got a quest in the green town next to us. That's for the snow area. That's the snow quest that we accepted before we headed down. But I wanted to check in with the two traders down here and see what kind of quests exist and maybe loot out the town a little bit. What time is it? 8. They'll be open by now. I brought my bike, so that'll do. Get this out. There we go. Put you on silent. Now, I do still have a death penalty on because last time I played, well, basically every time I want to fast travel home, I just eat glass because we don't drop anything on the server. Um, so yeah, that's basically exactly what I did. I ate glass and now she's got death penalty. Be able to just jump down. I've got level 4 parkour on, so I don't really get hurt so much falling from like a fence or whatever. Really put a gun out. But yeah, I haven't actually come down here for quite a while. My base is up in the snow, and I don't know, it's been a nice change. Like, my first base was in the desert, and I quite enjoyed that. But then they sort of did change how the desert works and stuff like that, and I did find that I didn't enjoy being in the desert as much anymore. So then we tried doing a Greenland base on a different map, and we had the cemetery. Oh, calm down, game. Calm down. I'll give you a minute. Get your bearings. Figure out what you're doing. I haven't loaded up the game for like a week, and it's definitely like telling me about it. It also doesn't help that it is extremely late game, so there's a lot of things that we've changed on this map, like broken down stuff and built up other stuff and planted things and all the usuals. Let's see, get in here. I didn't realize I had my torch on before. That's okay. Yeah, so I've come down here and I've traded some stuff before.
Hello,
Like,
stranger.
obviously, as you do. But I don't generally take his jobs. As you can see, I've still got all these, like, really low-level ones.
I
I'll take
really
a clear
admire you.
zombies.
Thank you. I bet you
I don't
wouldn't
think
do
I've got
this
anything
for
on me to
just
sell.
anyone in the wasteland.
No, I bought those.
Would you?
Yeah. Alright, I have got some coins on me. Cool. I was going to say, I'm like, if I've got some coins, I'll buy some stuff at the vending machine and whatnot. I basically have almost all the recipes and schematics and whatnot. So I just come here and have a look at what they have. I missed one. I still tend to buy brass. I don't need it anymore, but I keep buying it. I'll also give my drone my food and stuff in a moment because I don't need to have that on me. Yeah, so I don't really need any of that. That's good. I don't mind when they actually have stuff that I don't need because I don't need to buy it then, you know? Whereas if I find like rock busters or, as you see, I've got like the chili and, certain types of cans of food, like peas and ravioli and stuff like that. Like, I try to get that whenever I can. Now, where is this quest? It should be very close by. Yeah. Right, you. Yeah. Let's put some of these cans, and I guess, yeah, you can take the fuel. That'd be okay. Yeah. Alright. So we've got a tiny bit of inventory space. Crack down my bike in a spot where I can actually put it down, because I can't put it down in front of the trader. Like, I can walk over here and put it down over here. But I can't ever put it down, like, in line with that unless it's across the road. It's so frustrating sometimes. Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to drive past Grimm's base too. So this is Grimm's base. I'll see if I can get into it or not. I don't really remember. I think because we've all got parkour and stuff, I'd say this is probably the way up. Alright. Yeah, that'll be somebody else's motorcycle. Let's see. Do I open this? Oh yeah, okay. I hadn't come in since you made the last changes on it. Pretty sure you go downstairs and stuff, but I want to see what's up here. Let's see. That's a room. Look around here. Oh yeah, some nice farm plots. There's a way to get up too. There's 2 more rooms by the look of it. Oh, more farm plots. And I couldn't even see that from outside. That's pretty cool. So I noticed that there's a bunch of hatches around here, and some of them are open and some of them aren't. But I don't know if they're all one room. I think they are. Yeah. So we ended up building a lot of our bases very differently than like the way we usually would. In normal games, you don't have to worry about stuff being on the floor or boarding up walls and stuff like that. But because we have feral sense on at night, Grim's Love Shack. Let's see who we've got here. I'm guessing that's maybe Sam's bedroom. Yeah, Sammy's. Yeah, so this looks like a jail cell, so I'm guessing this must have been my room. I know it's not. Yeah, with feral sense on at night, they really want to get in here, and so we kind of had to take extra measures to make sure that people, like the zombies, couldn't get to us. But yeah, this is all the storage. Um, so yeah, that's not too bad. Let's get back up here. Let's see if I can find my way out. Nicely lit. Let's see. I came in from the back. I dropped down, so I'm guessing. Oh shit! I'm guessing I'd jump up here and then. Yeah. Okay. What's the door? There. There. All right. Yeah. So this is Grim's base. Grim and Sammy. This is where they ended up building their base. I think they were further. I think they were in here. From memory, it was the building that was toppled over, so I think it's that one. But the zombies ended up tunneling through it, so they had to give it up and move. And then they ended up constructing their own base from scratch. So that was pretty cool. Whereas I saw the snow and I knew before we got onto this map that wherever the snow was, I was going to build a base. Because that was my objective. I hadn't built in the snow before. Like I said, I did the desert and I did the Greenlands. I wanted to do the Ashlands at one point, not the Wastelands. I would not want to ever have one in there. Grim has. Really staggering that he had a base in there, but you know, it was pretty freaking fortified. He had zombie bears all the time. I don't need to do the sword, I just wanted to. Alright, so this should be a basic quest. Clear the zombies. Rightio. Good door here somewhere. This started us at the back, so usually it starts us right next to somewhere where you can get in. Yeah, jump up. Maybe that's the dealio. Yeah, that looks like where I was supposed to go. Prettier. I pretty much don't need animal meats or leathers or fats and stuff like that anymore. Unfortunately, I'm like at that late game stage where I kind of have a substantial quantity of food. Like not just like a substantial like quantity of food itself, but I still have the capacity to make a substantially greater amount than I already have. I'll read whatever books I can because I'll just try to hold up storage. I didn't check this. Oh yeah, this was unlocked. It's a clear quest, so I kind of figured I'm like, if I don't go and look, it'll probably have a zombie in it, which it did. Alright, there's normally a purse up there as well. No. Alright, let's get down. Okay, so I don't need seeds and I don't need sand. I have so much resources. I spent so long mining, which is hence why I have a bedrock mine. Let's see. Alright, nice and easy. I love tier 1 quests, honestly. Tier 1 and like tier 2 are kind of like my favorite because they're so easy. You just get to like walk through houses and explore and stuff. Oh, god, gross. Okay, so now I had a couple people not know that with the brass candlesticks and other brass items that you can get. This is where you get your brass for your bullet casings from. So you take this back to your workbench and you scrap it on the workbench and you get the full quantity of resources back. Now I'm out here doing various quests, so I don't want an entire inventory of like candlesticks and doorknobs and whatever, like taps or whatever. So I'm just going to scrap it as it is, and I'm only going to get 450. I'm not sure what the maximum amount for what I had was, but I know that scrapping it out here is not going to give me ever the full haul. You can also get brass from, if I just crouch down a little bit, there we go. You can break these apart. This one might be steel or iron, but it'll give you a whole shower head. In this case, I think that's steel. So if I scrap it, oh no, it's iron. So some of these ones are brass as well. Generally speaking, they're the taps that sit on here and are kind of like a goldy color. They're the ones you kind of want to take for scrapping. Also, I have a thing for stealing pot plants. Like, I don't know what it is. I literally can't help it. Some kind of addiction. Calm down. I swear, these guys go off for a lot longer than they're alive. I don't really want any of that, but I'm still going to loot it. I'm a little slow on my controls at the moment because I was playing Warzone. And the, what do you call it, the F key is usually like something else in most games. Alright, so robotics parts are pretty good. I can sell those. I don't need to make robots anymore. We all have pretty much a pretty solid drone. I don't need arrowheads or the cooking pot or seeds or bones. I'll keep some of the drinks. I don't need them right now. She's pretty sweet for food and drink, but there will come a time when she's either injured or needs them or whatever. And I'm going to see what I can put in here. So salmon and that is, you can take the empty glasses. That'll be alright. And I seem to have, I'm getting a lot of these bullets, which is really frustrating because I noticed, I don't know if this is just coincidence, but when I'm running around with, say, this gun as my primary when I'm looting, I get a lot of ammo for that gun, generally speaking. I also get shotgun shells like bloody water. Also, I don't need shotgun shells, so I'll just smelt them or scrap it or whatever. Chainsaw's going to be loud for a second. There we go. Alright. Pretty much don't need any dyes or clothes or anything, although I will be looking because I need to find, if we're going to go out into the desert, I need to find a singlet. I'll sell that. Yeah, so my person, she's got full winter garb because she's always out in the snow, right? So she's got like basically the warmest stuff. She does have like a cooling mesh, because what I learned is that if you have a cooling mesh and you have the insulated liner mod, they don't counteract each other. What they do is they both apply. So if I go into the snow, the insulated liner mod works, and if I go into the desert, the cooling mesh mod works. However, it doesn't, like, yeah, you don't have like benefit to both hot and cold at basically the same time. Let's see, like you have all the temperatures and stuff, like in the Greenlands it's 21 degrees. When she's out in the snow it can get really really cold. Also, I'll only ever have like a really short lifespan on her because I keep making her eat glass. Alright, so that was the end of that quest. Normally I just bust out like here or something. I might do that. Chainsaw. No, I kind of expected this to be like immediately out. Come on, give me this. Yeah, well, that'll do it. I like doing quests actually out here be honest. Let's make sure I'm running in the right way, because I've got this other quest that's over here. Every so often, I'll just randomly start running towards the yellow exclamation mark, and it's not the quest that I want to be running towards. And I don't ever notice like the distance on it. But yeah, I sometimes like doing the quest out here. It's very, I wouldn't really say it's scenic, but I mean it's nice. Nice enough. You don't have like bloody mountain lions and bloody lumberjack zombies all over the place. Mind you, I do think I ended up with probably an excessive quantity of food from being out in the snow. Like, I did spend a lot of time, like, while I wasn't able to grow stuff for a while. I didn't have enough seeds, and I didn't have enough, like, rotted flesh and stuff to make planter boxes like usual. What I ended up finding is I ate a lot of cans as I looted, and I ended up getting a lot of fresh meat.
Friend.
Let's see, what's the most expensive thing? 49, 200, 20, 170. Yeah, okay, so shotguns and the bicycle mod. Let's take on another job. Take on any fetch. Let's sell that. These can sell. I can sell. Can sell. I think it's what? Shift? Yeah, that's it. Alright. Shift click. So shift clicking on something. I learnt this from Grim. Very, very great advice. I still like forget that exists. Is that you can shift click on something. So here's just clicking on it. It shows 10. You hold down shift, click on it, and it gets the full quantity, and you can sell a stack. I wish I'd known that for like a lot longer in this game, but I did not, unfortunately. I'm going to sell my extra shells because I just don't need to be carrying around that many of that ammo.
Great doing business with you. Yeah. Come back and tell your friends.
I keep forgetting to sell these. Alright. So, that's fine. I don't really need motor oil and stuff like that, but whatever. Oh, it's raining. Nice. Okay, so this one's over here. That way. Alright. Sort of roughly the same way. Oh, I was trying to jump on the railing to jump over onto the fence, but that failed. Not miserably. That's right, I can't put my bike down until I get over here. How far away is it? There. Now, I don't know what that's about, but it does it every so often. I'm sort of looking forward to when I can make a new map next time, and just seeing like all the different kind of like layout of the cities and new things to explore. I think the biggest thing is a lot of the time when you get a new map, like, yeah, all the POIs are basically same, but they're in different like configurations. So, like, for instance, we had one place where I think we had like this, where is it? That radio tower or whatever. We had that on the edge of a map, and we ended up, Grim and Sammy on my server, they ended up building it up, and they ended up having like this dead end here, so they made a runway for me to take off and whatever with my gyrocopter, which you can't really do here because it's like it's built up. Alright, so I think this one's just fetch, so I've just got to find the supplies. I'll go around and kill some zombies as I go. I also have very, very high sneak perks. Ooh, I was gonna say, I'm like, this room is incredibly basic. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm supposed to be going downstairs. Let's see if we can find another way down. Oh no, it is just that way. Wow, okay. Are these all creaky ones too? Ah! Oh, it got me. Yes, yeah, so anyway, I've got really, really high sneak because of the feral sense that we have. Yeah, dead end. Hey, there's a singlet. Alright. Give me this. We need to keep this for when we go to desert, and we need to remember to use it. Because I know I won't. I'm like looking for something. I'm like, where is it? Yeah. So the sneaky perks. So I think there's where is it? Let's see. Sneaky should be under perception. Yeah. So I have maxed out perception. I also have 4 points to use too. and I think it's not on this one, but perception does help. Let's see. Stealth perks. Here we are. The hidden striking from the shadows. So from the shadows is generally making less noise overall, and hidden strike is when you're catching them unaware while you're sneaking, like crouching and stuff. If they're resting or wandering aimlessly, you do more damage. So that does help. But I noticed that this from the shadows. So a lot of what it focuses on is like your crouch movements faster. You know, your enemies take longer to find you, or they're not really sure where you are. Like they heard you, they run kind of roughly in the direction of you, but they run in the direction of where you were, not where you are. Um, so more often than not, I can aggravate a zombie, and I can literally just step sideways, and it'll run next to me, and I can kill it because it's sitting there like, wait a minute, there's nobody right here. Is this going anywhere? No. Alright. I was kind of expecting it. Oh, it's upstairs somewhere. Yeah, no, that makes sense. We're going upstairs anyway. Yeah. So, we've had a couple of times where, so if I was to turn off my light and I was to crouch down, eventually I would reach a 0, generally speaking, if there's no zombies near me at all. However, light on, it's normally always around about 30. Obviously, I'm indoors. There's a zombie, I think, in the next room. So that's why it's like, it's not going to move much between like 10 and under. I will clean up my inventory as I go. God, this is dark in here. Alright, so we've got 2 rooms. That's obviously where we need to go. I was going to say that's locked. Also, most of my zombies that I'm dealing with are now green for the obvious reason that I forgot to check what level I am. Give me a sec. Well, there we go. 246 is my level. Morning, Grim. Yeah, so from the shadows increases crouch movement speed as well, making it easier to sneak away. That is true. Yeah, I do find that I have to go back to it. I've got 5 points now. So yeah, from the shadows is generally like if you're sneaking around, you do make less noise. You are harder for them to find. They don't respond to you straight away, and there's a lot of different things. Like for instance, the floorboard's not immediately activating unless you continue to stand on them and stuff. Everything's kind of like a little more delayed. So you have just that little bit longer to either get the hell out of there or assess and move forwards. I'm just going to throw down some points. I basically should be able to max out a couple. I know I was doing something with this last time, but I'm basically trying to completely max out my entire skill tree, and I don't have too many more to go. That was it. I was doing brawler. That's all right. Basically, I have like points everywhere. I might keep. I know it makes no difference, but let's have a look. Some of these clothing items do actually have different buffs. Also, that was the other thing I was going to do was, yeah. Good morning, Grim. I was going to have a look at this. It is worse than the one that I've got. I was going to say, I'm like, some of them are slightly different. Like there's 3.3 for cold resistance, 8 for heat, whereas this one's 8.5. So this one's better for going into heat since we'll go into the desert at some point. I'm just going to scrap this one. I know it has like colors and stuff like that, like dyes in it and stuff, but I don't need the space taken up at the moment while I'm just roaming around. Also, Grim, I don't know if you got to see, but we explored your base as well. Got to have a little bit of a sticky beak in there. That was nice. Very interesting. I figured, I initially saw like there was this jail looking part in there, and I'm like, oh, that must be my room. And it turns out that it was like where you had all your workbenches and stuff. So yeah, it was very interesting to take a look. A little tour. I love the name of your private room is Grim's Love Shack. Alright. So, I still need to find the supplies, and I'm pretty sure they're downstairs. Yeah, they're downstairs. But that's okay. Alright, I've got a hunting model ready. I don't need arrows and I don't need the bow and stuff like that. A little loud for a second. I'm not sure how bad that volume is for opening boxes and stuff, but yeah, sometimes it just seems very loud to me. Yeah. No, I forgot that you had that named that, and I'm like, oh my god, that's great. Let's see. Downstairs is where I've got to go. I'm guessing I'm supposed to have jumped out the roof and kept going. Oh yeah, it's afternoon, isn't it? Behind here? Yeah. There we go. We walked right past it. Oh, there. Okay, so we had a look at, on our way down, we had a look at my bedrock mine. I almost fell in. That was fantastic. We checked out Flanky's base, which was over here. We checked out Grim. We've got to go back to the fetch, which is back over here. I've still got the snow quest to do that's over here, and I'm looking to eventually go. Oh, there's a drop there. I'm looking to go into the desert maybe today. Drop. Let's just log that so I don't lose it. I don't think there were any others. No. But yeah, I think last time I went in here and I thought that this was the big desert area and I kind of like just had like a little skinny through it. I was on foot and I had taken my glider to it, which was kind of a mistake. I wanted to go on the motorbike. But what I actually wanted was to look at this town. And I thought I was in that town when I was in here. Good old me being directionally challenged. I thought I was somewhere I was not. There we go. Alright. So let's go back to here. My base is... I probably don't need to take anything from yours, Grim. Because, like, I literally am selling off crap in my own base. Because I've got so much stuff. Like, I literally have almost entire boxes of a single item at this point, and it's too much. It's too much for one person. Like, when I ended up making all the ammo and stuff like that was supposed to be for if we were multiple people dealing with a horde, because you know how it multiplies out. But we never really had to worry about that too much, except for that one game where we had like 4 or 5 of us online at the same time, and then we needed it. But that was about it. Well, also, I keep getting like giant chunks of lag today with this,
well,
and I think it's gotten to a point where this server is kind of like,
go, friend. Whatever you need, just say the word.
It's been changed so much that like it's having trouble with little patches of it. Let's see, 50, 50, 130, 110, 35. All right, these two. And I'll have to grab another job before it's night time. Sell off all of these. That I don't need to be running around with the extra medicine. The 2 will do for now. I don't mind taking back food and drink and stuff like that. I will get rid of this bloody motor oil though. Got to sell it before. What is it? Shift clicks. That's right. I don't really need to be carrying pipe. Probably scrap that in a minute. There we go. There. Yeah, you do tend to store a lot of stuff. I think it's just one of those things in this kind of game, though. Let's see. Day 106.
Thanks for shopping here. Come again.
It does have like that initial like, I need to squirrel away whatever I can just to survive and make sure that I have enough resources and stuff like that. Like that's how I kind of look at it when I'm running around in the game. I didn't take a quest. But then as soon as I've made like one of something for myself,
I have a task.
I'm generally comfortable with the concept of being like, okay, well, I've positioned myself to be in a good spot. Now I need to make one for somebody else, or somebody else calls for resources, but I keep the amount that I need for a task. I'm going to do this fetch, and then I'm probably going to move over to the clear because it'll be nighttime, and I won't be able to hand in this one, so it'll work out well. I mean, I am down in the green, so it shouldn't be as bad at night. It won't be as bad as the goddamn wastelands, I'll tell you that much. mind you, lately the snow area has been absolutely dead. Like, no puns intended about, zombies, but like, there has been nothing out there. No hordes, no like couple of stragglers, nothing. Not even animals much. It's been really, really weird. I think it took 2 or 3 games to get a goddamn horde. Uh, yeah, I think I was kind of expecting it to be out by now too, but from what I've been reading, people say that the Alpha 21, so they basically said like it was supposed to be like Christmas. If not Christmas, it would be the next major holiday, like perhaps April, where you've got Easter. Basically, any time where a lot of people are able to play it, but it doesn't have a lot of other big name game competition for their release date. If not April, the general consensus beyond that is that it could be late 2023, with the idea that most of their releases come out between October and December. So that does make sense because a lot of their previous alphas have come out in either October through to December. There you go. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath